Hey folks, how's it going? Welcome back to the YouTube channel. I'm Amy. Today I've got for you a mood boosting flow. Oh my God, we all need this flow in our lives. It's only 15 minutes. I'm loving the 15-minute flows right now. They're very easy, hopefully, to fit into your day. You can pop the kettle on, roll the yoga mat out, get your 15 minutes done, and then just crack on with whatever you're doing. And this one is going to give you all the good vibes. So, beginning with child's pose, one of my favourite poses. And as with all these yoga flows, if at any point you think, oh my God, I need to take a bit of a break, come into child's pose, reset, really focus on your breathing again, and then come back into it when you feel ready. Okay, so child's pose, folks. I want you to rest your bum onto your heels. Maybe for this one, bring your knees a little bit wider so your chest can drop a little bit more towards your yoga mat. Give your arms a little bit of a stretch out forwards first. Let the forehead drop down to the mat. Take a few breaths here, just to really feel the stretch all the way through the spine. Give yourselves a little bit of a wiggle from side to side if that feels good. And then when you're ready, I'm just going to bring the palms down to the soles of the feet and just rest the arms either side of the body here. Just for a few rounds of breath. We're not on our mats for too long this morning. We're going to be focusing on moving through the postures a little bit quicker, just to help with that bit of an energy flow through the body. So really take these moments to ground yourself before you begin your practice, and it will just make all the difference. So we'll just take a few more breaths here in child's pose. Really start to focus on your breathing. Couple more rounds of inhales and exhales. And then once you're ready, coming into cat-cows. So these are one of my favourites for really working up, building up a bit of a stretch through your shoulders and through your spine, through your stomach. They're amazing for warming up that area of your body. So if you have your knees in line with your hips and your wrists in line with your shoulders, have your fingertips spread nice and wide onto your mat. And as you take your next inhale, I want you to raise your gaze upwards and really drop the belly down to the mat. And as you exhale, suck the belly in, rounding through the spine, rounding through your shoulders. Bring your gaze towards your navel or towards your stomach, stretching really through the shoulder blades. And then exhaling, drop the belly down, bring the gaze up again. We'll do a few more rounds of these. They feel really good just to warm up before we begin. Take a big inhale. And then taking a big exhale. Do one more round, take an inhale, drop the belly down, bring the gaze up. And then exhaling, rounding through the spine, letting everything go. Moving on, tuck your toes under, coming into our first downward facing dog. Now these are always going to feel a little bit tighter through the backs of your legs if it's your first downward dog of the sequence. If you haven't done one for a while, take it nice and easy, be kind to yourself. Maybe stretch through the toes, lift the heels, pedal out your legs. And if it feels better, just leave a bit of a bend through the knees. Bring your gaze towards your navel, your head just kind of hang nice and relaxed between your shoulders. Take a couple more rounds of breath here in downward facing dog. And on your next inhale, slowly walk yourselves back towards your feet. Grab hold of the toes with the thumb and the forefinger. Here you might just be at the shins, you might be at the knees or the thighs, wherever is comfortable. And I want you to take an inhale, raising your gaze, nice flat back, stretching up. Exhaling to a forward fold. Take an inhale to repeat. Nice flat back. And exhale, rounding down. Walk yourselves back into your downward facing dog. Take an inhale, raising up the right leg. Let it drop over and back towards the left, really opening up through the hip area here. Try and keep your gaze forwards. Exhale to release the right foot. Inhale, repeating on the left. Up and back with the left foot. Fingertips nice and grounded into your yoga mat. And then exhaling to release. This time we're going to walk towards our feet. Nice and steady. Again, taking that inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhaling, flat back. And exhaling, forward fold. On the next inhale, round up through your spine. Nice and easy. Let the arms continue all the way up above the head. Interlace the fingers or grab hold of one of your wrists. Take a big inhale as you exhale, moving over, stretching on your left hand side. So you're going to stretch to the right, but you're going to feel that stretch all the way down the left side of the torso. Take an inhale to come up, exhale, stretching over towards your left, but feeling that stretch in your right. Again, inhale one more time each side. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, over to the left. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, as you look towards your palms, follow them all the way down towards your toes, your shins or your thighs. Take an inhale, gaze comes forward into your flat back. And from here, chaturanga or knees, chest, chin. So bring your palms to the mat, step yourselves back. If you're moving through chaturanga, carry on. If you're going to go knees, chest, chin, bring your knees to your mat. Slowly exhale as you drop your chest, drop your chin, wiggle yourselves back. Take an inhale coming into baby cobra or upward facing dog. Yogi's choice here. Exhale back down to your mat. Pushing yourself back up and into downward facing dog. Take a big inhale through the nose. And exhale through the mouth. Pedal out the legs. Bring the gaze towards the navel or the tops of the thighs. Next inhale, raise the right leg, bring it all the way through, warrior one. Let the back heel spin down, raise the arms up above the head, shoulder width distance apart. And you want to have your legs here so they're on two different rail track lines. Knee in line with your ankle, with your front leg, and gazes forwards. Try not to go too far over the ankle here. You want to kind of have that imaginary piece of string going all the way up through the spine, all the way through the crown of the head, just keeping your spine nice and straight, nice and strong. And then pyramid pose. So bring your legs so that I've got a bit more of a triangle shape with the legs, just still on those two railway track lines. As you exhale now, bring the palms down towards your shin, down towards your thigh, or if it feels good, down towards your yoga mat. Have your fingertips spread nice and wide, framing the right foot. Bring your chest towards your right thigh. Take a few breaths here. You're really going to feel this in the back of your right leg here, so be really mindful of how that feels for you today. Take it nice and easy. Moving on to warrior three. So here, this is a balancing posture. Sometimes can be a little bit tricky, so take it nice and easy, take it nice and slow. So you want to put your weight into your right foot. Use your arms here to really help you balance and create a stable base as you take your inhale, lifting up your left foot. Bring it up as far as it will go. Find a fixed point for your gaze and stay here if this is enough. If you want to try moving a little bit more into the posture, you can always raise one arm off the floor, raise the other hand. Try and focus on that fixed point, maybe bring the hands to prayer at your chest. And as you exhale, let it go, spinning up warrior two. So here you want to have both your feet on the same line here. Knee in line with your ankle, arms spread nice and wide. Have your hips so they're facing the longer edge of your yoga mat. Gaze so that it's coming over your front middle finger. Nice and strong. Really use your legs here to create a nice base for your stance. Take a few breaths. You might start to feel it as we're moving quite rapid through today's flow, but hopefully it's giving you lots of nice energy. And then as you exhale, spin both palms down to the mat. And again, option, you can do knees, chest, chin. You can move through chaturanga. Take an inhale to upward facing dog or baby cobra, and exhaling to downward facing dog. And here you pedal out the legs. Take a big inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth, and really use downward facing dog just to recenter. Bring yourself back into your practice, focusing on your breath. And we're going to repeat all of that on the left hand side. So inhale, left leg up. Exhale, bring it all the way through. Rise up to warrior one. Bring your gaze up, arms above the head, knee in line with your ankle, and your legs so that they're on those two railway track lines again. Nice and strong. Imagine that piece of string pulling you nice and tall. Take a few rounds of breath. On your next exhale, pyramid pose. So straighten out your front leg, drop your palms to your mat, bring your stance so that it's a little bit less of a gap between the legs. Frame the left foot with the palms of your hands, and then exhale as you bring your chest, maybe bring your forehead a little bit closer to your left leg. Come as far as feels good for you today. And again, you're going to feel that through the back of your left leg. And you might find often one side is a little bit tighter than the other. So warrior three, our balancing posture. See how you go on the left hand side. Bring your weight into your left foot. Find that fixed point for your gaze in front of you. Slowly raise up the right leg. If you're feeling like you want to go for it now on this side, maybe bring both arms up. Try to straighten out your front left leg. Feeling very wobbly. Hands to prayer at heart center. And exhale as you bring the back foot down, spinning back up into warrior two. Gaze comes over your front middle finger. I find that balancing postures, you're either really in the zone for them during your practice and you'll nail them every time, and other times you can be completely off. So no judgment, just see how you go today. And as always, you can come back and do a bit more practice on those. Couple more breaths here into warrior three, warrior two. And then exhale, bring both palms to the mat, stepping back, chaturanga on knees, chest, chin. Inhaling to upward facing dog or cobra, and exhaling to downward facing dog. We're going to do that little bit of a hip stretch one more time each side. Inhale the right leg up, exhale, drop it back down towards your left hip. Exhale, back to the mat. Inhale, left leg up, drop it back to the right hip. In and exhale, drop it back down to your mat. And from here, walking the palms of your hands back towards your feet again. Interlace your fingers around your big toe. Or maybe comes the shin, maybe comes the thighs. Take an inhale, flat back, gazes forwards. Exhale, rounding through the shoulders, coming into a little bit of forward fold here. Take an inhale, raising up. Bring your feet so they're a little bit further apart. We're going to come into Malasana, which is our yogi squat. So you might want to grab a block or some books or a cushion here, just to place underneath your bum as you drop your hips down on the inside of your heels. Often I find if you've got a cushion or a block here, it really helps to make the difference with making the posture a little bit easier to come into. And you want to have your elbows so that they're on the inside of the knees here. Hands to prayer at heart center. Take it nice and easy. Take a couple of breaths here. And then dropping our bum down to our yoga mat. Giving ourselves a little bit of a shuffle forwards if we've gone a little bit too far back. Bring your right foot so that it's on the inside of your left thigh. Have your left foot so that it's in one line ahead of you, in a line with your yoga mat. Take an inhale here, and as you exhale, just give yourself a little bit of a forward fold again, just coming to wherever feels comfortable for you today. You're going to feel this through the hips, you're going to feel it through the back, and maybe across the tops of the shoulders as well if you find you hold a bit of tension through there. So just take it easy. And take an inhale to come up. We're going to switch over, doing that stretch on the right hand side. Bring the left foot on the inside of the right thigh. Take an inhale as you stretch out the back. Exhale, slowly moving forwards. Again, focus on your breathing. Always coming back to the breath during your yoga practice. Take an inhale, releasing out of the posture. I'm going to swivel myself so that I am facing the camera here, coming into a cross-legged position. Just going to do a couple of twists, one to the right, one to the left before we finish today's practice, because it always feels good to have a little bit of a twisty stretch going on. So take an inhale. As you exhale, moving round to the right hand side, put your left palm on top of the right knee. Bring your gaze over your right shoulder. As you exhale, sweeping round to the left hand side, gaze over the left shoulder. Again, one more time. And then again on the left. And then bring your hands to prayer at heart centre. We're going to give ourselves a little bit of a nod, a little bit of a thank you for joining today's class and doing today's practice with me. I hope that you leave this 15 minutes feeling super energised. And as always, you can come back to the postures, you can spend as long as you want in them. We've obviously moved through a little bit more swiftly today to get our 15-minute practice in, but as you wish with your yoga practice. There's going to be more videos coming on the channel, so stay tuned for them. Have an awesome day ahead, folks, and I will see you very soon. Ciao for now. Namaste.